Now, can I just say, this shit is the realest, weirdest fucking shit I've ever dealt with in my life, and I'm so intrigued with it, and after I did it with her, and I don't know, like, you know, at first I thought that, like, I wasn't gonna be legit, and then the first, like, 4 cards I got, I already did it in my life, and then the next 2 cards, I didn't understand it, and literally the next day, exact same shit happened.
Crazy. Love that.
Like, I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah, that's my brother, you guys. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, guys? It's T. I know I look like shit. I'm wearing the same fucking shirt I wear in every other video, but like I really just didn't want to get ready to film like a 2-minute intro, dude. I don't know. Sorry for the late upload. I am literally nocturnal these days. I go to bed at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Literally when the sun's up, I go to bed and then I stay asleep until like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It fucking sucks. It's horrible. So for today's video, I'm gonna do a tarot reading for you guys. I've never done like a mass tarot reading before, so this is super experimental. Please do DM me on Instagram and tell me how you freaking feel about this video. Tell me your thoughts, tell me if you liked it, if you hate it. I would love to know. My Instagram is at TaniaBright, so click on that after you watch this video. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this intro. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Let's just hop right in. So for this type of reading, I have 4 decks laid out. We have deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. And what I'm going to have you do is close your eyes, take deep breaths, really center yourself, and then when you open your eyes, whatever deck you are drawn to first is the deck for you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some time to do that. So I'm going to start off with deck number 1. That is this deck right here. So for your traditional tarot cards, you have Justice reversed, the Moon, Queen of Rods reversed, 7 of Rods upright, the Page of Cups reversed, King of Swords reversed, and Knight of Pentacles upright. Okay, so before I flip the rest of the deck, I just want to run through what this means. So Justice, when it is reversed, so this card right here, this is the card to make sure that you are paying attention to what people are saying. This is a warning card. Like someone may not be super forthright with you, or they might be a little deceptive or fake with you. That's what this card represents. So let's keep going. But then we have the Moon upright. So the Moon is, again, another warning, so I'm going to pair these together. This is telling you to be aware of deception and like superficial relationships in your life. So that might be like a key hint as to who this is talking about and warning you about. It looks like it's someone that you do have some type of relation with. This is also a card warning you that some type of like supernatural events may occur. So yeah, I'm going to put these together as a warning pile for you. You right off the bat are getting warnings. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Rods reverse. So this is a description card. This is describing someone who is jealous, they're fickle in their affections, and they can't be swayed. They're a little bit stubborn. So I'm not quite sure if this is about you or maybe the other person, but I guess we'll kind of see how it plays out. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles card. So this is a card that warns you that you are hard at work, yes, but more effort is needed from you. This is a card about patience and planning. It also says that things will happen, but not quite now for you. So I'm not quite sure where to place that yet. Then we have Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups describes someone who is easily influenced and distracted. So I am going to pair this with this. This seems like it's telling me it's describing the same person. So we have someone who is jealous, they're a little bit fickle in their affections, they're stubborn, they can't be swayed, and then they're also easily influenced and distracted. So this is who that's describing. So then we have the King of Swords reversed. Now this represents someone who stirs up a lot of controversy. They're a little bit mean-spirited. I kind of like to associate with the sign Aries. Like They're a little rough around the edges and whatnot. So to me, I don't think this is describing the same person. I think this might be describing a different person, maybe the person that it's warning you about. So another note on like King of Swords, they're also just a natural born leader. They're very sure with what they want. They get what they want. So we also have the Knight of Pentacles. This is describing someone who finishes what they started. They take responsibility for their actions. So I'm gonna pair this with this. This seems like this is talking about another person. So from this reading, I'm getting two different descriptions of someone. I am getting someone who's very strong, a leader, kind of messy, a little bit mean maybe, likes to stir the pot a lot. And then on the other hand, I'm getting another person who's like very jealous, emotional, stubborn, and easily influenced, probably by this person. So I'm getting two different descriptions here. And then I'm getting a warning about the relationship with the two. This Justice card is telling you to pay attention to what other people are saying. Like this person might not be completely forthright and a little bit fake towards you. And then this Moon card tells you to beware of deception and superficial relationships. So I think these two cards are talking about the relationship between these two people, whether I don't know which you are, but you are one of these two. And this relationship is just extremely superficial. It's not working out. And I think that might be why this card is here, the Seven of Pentacles. It seems like everyone's trying to make this work, but it's just not quite working out. More effort is needed. This card is about patience. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of patience between these two people. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from this reading so far. So let's keep going. Then we have these cards. These are my Psychic Tarot cards. So you have Third Eye Chakra, Heartache and Loss, and again, Patience and Planning. So this Heartache and Loss card kind of reminds me of the relationship between the two, and maybe just the outcome needed. Maybe you guys need to let each other go. Maybe it's a little too fiery. You guys are fighting a lot. There's a lot of conflict. Maybe you just need to let each other go. So this Patience and Planning card goes really well with the Seven of Pentacles, because that also talks about being patient and that things will happen for you and yada, yada, yada. And I think that is for you to plan to leave this person, because it is always hard to leave someone. And that's okay, you know? So it does require some patience and planning and making sure it's really what you want. So that's what I suggest you do about your situation. Really look at it, think about it, maybe plan an escape or whatever you want to call it, or just like plan how you're going to leave this person. Make sure that it ends in a happy way for everybody. Then you have the Third Eye Chakra. That goes really, really well with the Moon card, because it did tell you that some supernatural events may occur, but it also told you to see the truth in this person. Same for this card. It also wants you to see the truth in that person, because you are being decepted right now. So you need to open up that third eye and, you know, really see things for what it is. Now, this is the card that represents your spirit animal for this particular reading, and you have the Lynx, the Keeper of Secrets. That goes extremely well, again, with the third eye chakra, kind of like seeing things for what they are. Take time out of the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So I think you're someone that knows you're getting low-key bullshitted right now. You're not dumb, but you are, you know, a keeper of truth. And sometimes you can keep that truth from yourself. And if you get this card, you're a very good listener. So I think you just need to listen to yourself. Also, someone who has the Lynx as their spirit animal, they're actually quite good at seeing people's agendas, people's plans, people's fears, and their hopes. They kind of have like this key to the unspoken world, if that makes any sense. So I think you know you're being decepted, and you're not quite sure what to do about it. And I really hope that this reading kind of confirms that for you and helps you begin to take action. That's all I have for reading 1. So now we're moving on to deck number 2. We're gonna start off with the traditional tarot deck, same thing here. So we have the 7 of Swords, then we have the Chariot, King of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Rods, 10 of Swords, okay, 10 of Rods reversed, sorry, 10 of Swords upright, 8 of Swords, King of Cups, and then the Devil reversed. Okay, so I'll run through this and what it means. For this first card, we have the 7 of Swords. So this is a card that talks about effort being made, but only being partly successful. It also advises you to maybe start a new plan. All right, I'm gonna keep that there. I'm gonna put that in a category of advice. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot, it advises you to maintain focus. It is a card that is linked to Cancer and the Moon. So it also warns you that you are going to be going on a long type of journey, whether that's spiritual or you're going through an actual life journey or whatever. That's what this card is. This card is also very yin and yang, black and white, balanced and whatnot. So I'm gonna pair that with advice again, because it does tell you to maintain focus right now. So then we have King of Pentacles. This describes a very ruthless person. They kind of have little regard for mortality, and they're kind of bad with money. So I'm gonna put this in description. Again, I won't be able to know if it's about you or not. We'll see. Sometimes it makes it super clear in a tarot reading, and sometimes like who it's talking about. Sometimes it doesn't, but I think it's always clear for the questioner. Then we have the 10 of Rods. So this describes someone that is working against you, and it also advises you to stop that before too much damage is done. So I'm going to put that in warning. Okay. Interesting. Okay, then we have 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords, this talks about temporary improvement and quick gain, but it not lasting long. And I think I'm going to put that over here with this pile, because this is kind of this is kind of advice and movement right now. This seems like it's a warning. This is description right now, so let's keep going. Okay, so we have 8 of Swords. So this is describing someone that is surrounded by danger and that bad news may come. So this is again a warning card. I'm going to put that in this pile. So then we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is describing someone that should be viewed with suspicion. This person is not what they appear to be. For whatever reason, this description kind of makes me want to link it to the King of Pentacles reversed. Remember, the King of Pentacles talks about someone who's ruthless, with a little regard for mortality, and bad with money. That may be the truth in them that you're not actually seeing right now, because you are kind of being faked out. There's a person in your life that you need to be suspicious of. Then we have the freaking Devil card reversed. So this card talks about bad habits, addictions, and it wants that person to take heart and overcome those addictions. So I'm hesitant to put it in this card describing this one person. I almost feel like this might be the reader in some type of way. Like maybe this reader has like addictive tendencies, whether it be to a person or to a substance, whatever it is. This card wants you to overcome it and really take it to heart and then take it seriously. Okay, so just to like review this, I know this was like a lot of cards and they were kind of everywhere, but just to review what every deck is saying. So this deck is your warning deck. This card represents bad news coming your way, you being surrounded by danger. And this card represents it's a warning that someone is working against you and you have to take care of that before too much damage is done. Then we have these 3, which are our description cards. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So this is describing someone that should be viewed with suspicion and that they're not what they appear to be. This is describing a ruthless person. That person also has like such a, they're bad with money, and they have a small regard for mortality, so they don't have very good morals. Then we have the Devil cards. This is someone who's facing addiction and bad habits, and they absolutely need to overcome it before they hurt themselves or other people. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna go through this deck again. They were our first like 3 cards, so I'm gonna see if they can maybe fit into these piles. So we have this card, 10 of Swords. It's just talking about temporary improvement or a quick gain, but it's not gonna last. This profit won't last. Then we have the 7 of Swords, and this is talking about efforts being only partly successful and needing a new plan. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot talks about maintaining focus and going on some type of long journey. So, wow, okay, this reading is super crazy, low-key. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to move on to these 3 cards because they tend to really correlate with the tarot cards really well. So for your first card, you have Deception and Envy. I'm going to put it on this side. It definitely has to do with this person that it's warning you about. And then we have Authority. I'm going to put it kind of like over here. I think this is an action card for you to take, and advice for you. Then we have the Sacral Chakra. Okay, so the Sacral Chakra just is something that represents emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality, and it wants you to express all of these things, okay? And then you have the Authority card. This is telling you that it's your time right now to act like a leader. You need to gain more control, but do it in a way where do it in a way that is rational, in a way that is logical. Do it with grace, and work from wisdom. Don't be like foolish with your authority. But you definitely need to gain authority over perhaps this person who we pulled the Deception and Envy card, and that really ties in with this reading. Like, this person is working against you. They're probably jealous of you. They're probably deceiving you. And yeah, so then we have our Spirit Animal card, and you got the Heroine. I like this card for this. I think this is your advice right here. So, the Heroine, I'll read you what it says. It says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Now, the Heroine, this animal is something that represents patience, grace, watchfulness, truth. They're usually like a supreme hunter, meaning like they're really good at getting what they want. It represents courage and feelings. And the advice that it kind of gives you when you get the Heroine card is to wait for opportunities, sit back, observe everybody, be a back corner bitch, really look around at the people and figure out who is deceiving you, who is that devil, who is this negative person that is envious of you, and why are they bringing you danger, and why are they bringing you bad news? You know what I mean? Wait around for that bad news. See who it's coming from. See who's in the middle of it. See who's like the source of the bad news. That's what this card is telling you to do. Again, and also you have the Authority card. So it does want you to take control of that situation once you pinpoint whoever is deceiving you, and cut them out. Cut them out. Get rid of them. These cards just tell you that whatever plan you have right now, whatever you're doing right now, may not be working out. You gotta think of something else. So this is the advice that the tarot deck gave you. I would try that out first. So then let's talk about the Sacral Chakra. This is just literally the card of emotions and desires, sexuality, creativity, things of that nature. I think through expressing your emotions and desires, creativity, and really working on those goals and stuff, you're going to get answers, and you're going to get a lot more peace and happiness amongst all this mess going on right now. So yeah, that is my reading for anyone who picked deck number 2. So then we have deck 3. So again, I'm going to read your tarot deck first. You have the Page of Pentacles, King of Cups upright, the Lovers reversed, 5 of Rods, 8 of Rods, 8 of Pentacles, and 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to run through this and tell you what all that means. So first you have the Page of Pentacles. This describes someone that is lost in thought because they're very just focused on this coin. So they're focused on something usually material that's in front of them. Maybe it be money, maybe it be like freaking clout views, whatever. You're very focused on that right now, but you're also someone who has a thirst for knowledge. This is also the card of the Scholar. So that's what that card represents. Let's keep going. Like, again, we kind of see how all this like plays out after we run through it. Okay, then we have the King of Cups upright. So this is describing a creative, compassionate person. This person usually works for others, something like a counselor or a doctor of some sort. So I'm gonna put this here just because I feel like that's describing the same person. Okay. Then we have the Lovers deck reversed. So this is just a forewarning that like maybe you might be fighting with the Lovers. It literally just says in this card that like fights can lead to separation and to be careful with your choices. Now this doesn't always have to do with a relationship. It could do with a friendship or a family member or whatnot. But someone that you love, you're probably fighting with a lot right now, and it wants you to be careful with the choices you make and how you're treating them. And then we have Five of Rods. So the Five of Rods card represents a lack of leadership in competition, and it is advising people to work together. So I'm gonna put that in an advisory pile. And we have Eight of Rods reversed. So the Eight of Rods is, again, it's an advice card. It's telling you to use teamwork and make sure your team is all going towards the same direction and the same goal. So I'm gonna put it there. It's a really good like contrast. Like here we have the team fighting, being crazy, and here it's like saying stop fighting, throw your rods all at one goal, because that's how you're gonna get to where you need to be. Then we have Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles advises you to advance in your craft. Like success can really work out for you just through good old hard work. You know what I mean? You just need to work towards it, persevere, and you can really get there. Work on your craft, perfect it. And yeah, so this is telling me, this is definitely talking about career. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is an advice card. It tells you kind of loosen your grip on material things in order to restore your creative flow. So I think that is advice for this card, because this card wants you to advance in your craft. But it's telling you to not focus on the money aspect of it. Focus on the passion you have for that craft. Because I think right now your focus is on the money, and that's not where that is not how you're gonna get to where you wanna be in whatever career you're in. I feel like these two cards talking about like stop fighting and teamwork has a lot to do with maybe the Lovers, because like the Lovers reverse has to do a lot with like fighting a lot in a relationship and disagreement and just treating each other a little bit poorly. So does this card. This talks about like a team, not treating each other right, not going towards the same goals together. But then you have the Eight of Rods card that is telling you to stop that, telling you to start working together. You're not going to get anywhere fighting. All you're going to do is hurt each other and lose each other. Then we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So just to review this is a page who is lost in thought because they're just focused on whatever problem they have in front of them. But they also have a thirst for knowledge. And this is the King of Cups. So this is describing a creative, passionate person that likes to work for others. I think the questioner, meaning you, knows if this is describing one person or two, because you probably can sense what situation it's talking about in your life. So then we have the Psychic deck. You are the only person that got a pull of 4 cards. Everyone else only got 3. So let's see what you get. So you get Obstacles and Challenges. Okay. Triumph. That's good. Intuition. And Love Begins. This correlates really well with the reading. So you have the Obstacles and Challenges. And I'm going to pair that with this deck. This deck, remember, it kind of talks about career and that you need to not focus on the money so much. Obstacles and Challenges could also represent your obstacles and challenges with a lover of some sort. So I'm going to put it in between both these cards. I think it represents both. Okay, and then we have Triumph, but that means you're going to make it. So whatever obstacle you have, you're going to come out triumphant. You're going to be okay. Again, this card talks about just hard work, control, and perseverance. So I'm going to give that as your outcome for your career. You'll be triumphant in that field. Then we have intuition. Intuition is a card that is just advising you to trust your gut and look out for coincidences. So an example of coincidences is something like you go to the gas station, you fill in some gas, the pump stops at $4.20 or whatever, right? Then you go to like Target, you buy a bunch of stuff, you go to the cashier, and your total is $4.20 again. Little coincidences like that, you should look out for. They tend to be just signs, and it's advising you to do that. And then you also have the card Love Begins. So I think this is also a sign that you are also going to overcome any obstacles and challenges you have with this person. I think love will return to you. So yeah. So lastly, we have your spirit animal card. And for your spirit animal, you got the sea turtle. So I'm just going to read you what it says here. It says, you are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. The sea turtle is someone who tends to have good luck. Life advises you to not give up and really stay on the flow of things. It also advises you that sure and steady will win the race. So this goes really well with like your career cards. My overall thoughts for this reading means you're going to have some trouble with career and your love life, but you're going to be fine. You're going to come out of it triumphant and you will be successful in these fields. So yeah, that is what I have for reading number 3. So then we have deck number 4. So if you chose deck number 4, this reading's for you. I'm going to start off with your tarot cards and tell you what this means first. So you have Strength reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords reversed, 9 of Cups, the Fool, 9 of Swords reversed, and Page of Rods reversed. So your Strength card. This represents a card of weakness, lack of self-control, and lack of confidence. So let's put that up there. This seems like it's a description card. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this represents someone who neglects responsibilities, but they like to act like they have it all together. They like to appear like they're good when they're not. So this is again a description card, and I feel like it's describing the same person. Then we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, this is a warning card. This says that power is stronger than you are at work, and you need to step ahead because an imposter is going to be found. So that's a warning card for you. Then we have the 9 of Cups. So this is a wish card. This is a gift. This just says like a wish will be granted for you. So I'm gonna put that right there. That's a cool card to get. Then we have the Fool. So the Fool it describes someone who leaps into the unknown in order to start something new. So I'm gonna put that here. I feel like it's describing the same person. It's kind of like a future card, and I think it's a future card for the same person. So I'm actually gonna put it in its own separate deck. So the 9 of Swords is a warning card. It's telling you to trust your intuition because your suspicions about that person are correct. So I'm going to place that in that warning area, or warning deck, sorry. Then we have the Page of Rods. So the Page of Rods is again a warning card. It's telling you gossip and rumors are being told about you and you need to stop them while you can. Okay, interesting. Okay. So before I move on to the Psychic deck, I just want to run through these cards again. So we have the 9 of Cups and the Fool. The 9 of Cups is a wish card. It means a wish will be granted to you. It is a gift in this reading. And then we have the Fool. So the Fool is someone who's just going to leap into the unknown and start something brand new. So I think these are just future cards for you. It's just telling you that a new start is going to happen for you. It's nothing bad. Okay, then we have your warning cards. So we have the Page of Rods, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Rods tells you that someone is gossiping out about you, spreading rumors about you, and you need to absolutely stop it while you can. Then you have the 9 of Swords reversed, and this is telling you to trust your intuition and your suspicions about that person. You probably already have an idea as to who that person is. And then we have the Page of Swords reversed. So the Page of Swords tells you that someone is working against you. They may seem a little more powerful than you in some type of way. But they're a freaking imposter. It's a front. You can take them. You can absolutely take them. So then we have these two description cards that describe, definitely I'm getting the vibe that it's one person, but I am kind of unsure if it is you, the person who chose this deck, or if it's talking about who it's warning you about. But you will know who it is. You'll know if it sounds like you or if it sounds like someone you know. So the Queen of Pentacles describes someone that is neglecting their responsibilities, but they're acting like everything's good. It's kind of like it's a fake card. This person is acting like everything's good and perfect when it's absolutely not. Then we have the Strength card reversed. So this is someone who is weak, they lack self-control, and they lack self-confidence. I think it may be describing the person that it's warning you about. I think this person is just maybe taking things out on you because things aren't going good for themselves. But let's flip these cards and see if that clears it up for us. So this is from my Psychic Tarot deck. So for your first card, you have Moving On. For your second card, you have Material and Spiritual Prosperity. That's good. And then you have then you have Movement, Choices, and Decisions. So I'm going to run through what these cards mean. So you have the Moving On card. So this is telling you that you need to leave your past behind. A difficult situation will eventually come to an end, and calm waters are ahead of you. Then you have the Material and Spiritual Prosperity card. And this just means that problems will disappear soon. Harmony will restore itself. You usually will get some type of material gain. Either it be, whether it be like a pay raise or a bonus or a promotion or maybe just literal money handed to you. That's in the works for you. You also have Movement, Choices, and Decisions. This is a card that signifies really significant change. So choices has to be made. You have to be really, really focused because huge change is going for you. And I think that goes really well with the Fool, because the Fool talks about a new beginning and a new life journey. Whether that be like you're going off to college or you're moving or something major and life-changing is going to happen to you soon. But hey, don't forget you have that wish card that was given to you in this reading. So let's see what your spirit animal is. Okay, so for your spirit animal, you have the Ram. This is a spirit animal of perseverance. So I'll read you what this card just says. It says you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountain. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So the Ram. The Ram is a card of perseverance, a card of breakthroughs. It's a card of strength. It's a card of abundance and success, and it is also a card of self-trust. This makes me believe that this deck right here is not describing you. This is probably describing the person it's warning you about, because you are someone who is very lucky. You have good luck coming your way. You're also someone who's very strong, and this card represented someone who's very weak. So this is not describing you. This is, though. This card also tells me that you're going to be okay despite whatever this person is saying about you. You're going to be fine. You're going to move right on with your life. You're not going to let this person bother you. You're going to shut those rumors down and shut that person up. And yeah, one thing I will advise you is to not use your wish on this person. Don't ever use a wish on anybody but yourself. And that's the only thing I have to advise. So yeah, this is a really good reading for you. You're going to turn out good. You're going to turn out good. Okay, so that's kind of all I have for reading number 4. Alright guys, you've reached the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys fucked with it. I hope it was cool. Don't forget to DM me on Instagram and tell me what you guys think of this video. I love you guys and I miss you guys so much. Let me know if you guys like this. Give this video a like if you guys like these kind of videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one.